destined always to be alone. We could never have been friends, yet we are locked together in this endless dance through time. I possessed the one thing she wanted and could not have, and in my dying, I denied it to her forever. For a little while I thought that would be enough to satisfy me. Yet revenge sours and diminishes through the years. All I wish now is to be released from my pain and to ensure this can never happen again. Elizabeth, my enemy, you are the only one who can help me now. But to do that, you must change. You must see that the truth needs to be told. Open your eyes. Find the light. Chapter 1. Lizzie, Amelia and Dudley's Wedding, 2010. Everyone was drunk. They had broken into the wedding favour boxes early and were downing champagne directly from the quarter bottles, lobbing chocolates at each other, and throwing the beribboned, scented tea bags into the swimming pool. Amelia, the bride, who had personally chosen the rose pouchon and green jasmine tea bags to match the scented candles, had stormed off in tears. Dudley, instead of going after his new wife, had jumped, fully clothed, into the pool, laughing maniacally. Lizzie thought boy bands were the pits, especially Dudley's band, Callback Summer, whom she secretly believed were just talentless, entitled rich boys. She would never say that to Dudley, of course. He was her friend. But she wrote and played her own music, and before they'd split up, her band had been way more successful than Dudley's. Lizzie didn't drink. She hated it when Dudley behaved like her father, ringing her up when he was pissed, slurring his words as he told her she was his best friend in the world, that he'd love her forever. It was only because they'd known each other since the age of 6 that she put up with it. She had no idea why he had married Amelia anyway, unless it was for publicity. He'd said he was in love, but Dudley was always falling in love with someone. It was a stupid idea to get married when you were only 18. Lizzie didn't intend to marry anyone, ever. She stood up, unpleasantly aware of the sweat sliding down her back and turning her lace mini-dress transparent as it stuck to her skin. Kat, her godmother, had told her it was bad taste to wear a white dress to a wedding, but Lizzie hadn't cared. The June sun was dropping towards the horizon now, and the marquee cast long shadows across the lawn. Not a breath of wind stirred the sultry air. A band was playing on the terrace, but no one was paying any attention. Lizzie knew the partying would carry on long into the night. Dudley seemed to have an inexhaustible capacity for drink and drugs, but she was bored. Stepping out from beneath the jaunty poolside umbrella, she was hit by the full heat of the day. She hated being too hot. It didn't agree with her redhead's pale, freckled skin. Suddenly, the water looked very tempting. Dudley, seeing her hesitate on the edge of the pool, waved a soaking arm in her direction. "Lizzie," he shouted. "Come on in." Beside him, a number of girls splashed around, screaming. One was Amelia's younger sister, Anna, who had jumped in wearing her bridesmaid's dress. Another was Letty Knowles, the girlfriend of one of Dudley's bandmates, whom Lizzie privately thought was an even bigger groupie than Amelia. Lizzie smiled and shook her head. Her curls would go even frizzier if she got them wet, and there were bound to be paparazzi hiding in the trees to capture the wedding reception for the papers. Dudley would have made sure of that. She didn't want to be all over the red tops with mad hair and a wet see-through dress. She was too careful of her reputation for that. She wandered off in the direction of the luxury portal.